All right, we are live.
Hello, live people. All right, now wait, where did my lower third go? Gracious me. Trying to be all excited and get good stuff going.
And people are coming in. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome. You're in
people
the right
coming in.
place. Cool.
All right, awesome.
Yep. So we'll give you a couple minutes to get situated before we jump in. And feel free to type in the chat. If you want to let us know where you're at, we'll give you a shout out. And I'm in New Hampshire, where we have two seasons, winter and summer.
Really, really a lot of snow and summer, right?
And boom, it's 88 degrees.
That's funny.
So I'm on the third floor in my little studio. Rocco's panting away because pugs don't like the heat too much. But I don't think you can hear him. You okay, Rocco? Hey, everyone. Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Feel free to type in the chat and say hello. And let us know that you can see us and hear us. There's your lower third, Felicia.
Hey, I got it. All right, nice. I feel better now.
Yeah,
because we weren't sure if they would know the difference between Lou and Felicia.
Right, we want to have that.
The fact that you have your name on yours, you know.
All right,
now
Gary,
I gotta go.
Here. Hey, Gary. All right, so I know people can see and hear us, which is always a good thing when you're doing a hangout. What we'll do is we'll give folks just a minute to show up, and and then we'll switch to the slides and we'll dive right in because we got a lot of good stuff to cover.
Sounds good to me.
Wendy's in Phoenix, Gary's in Florida, where it's hot and humid. It's also hot and humid here in New Hampshire, but I would prefer that than the winter, so no complaints. Lori's here. Kara's here in KC. She says she'd like a call today.
I'm trying to see where the chat is. Where are you looking at?
On the right-hand side, you have something that says chat?
It's on my left-hand side. I click the chat, and it says...
Not the Google chat, the Webinar Jam chat. Did you click your Webinar Jam icon on the left-hand side?
The little Hangout toolbox or the Webinar Jam one?
Webinar Jam.
Okay, I'm going to click that one.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, look, there's people.
Now you got it. Awesome.
It takes me a minute. Look, we didn't even start yet, so that's all good.
Yep. Awesome.
Jason's in Atlanta. Awesome. Excited to see you. We're excited. Rock it out, Jason.
Jen is in Texas.
Kara, you're like my stalker today, my webinar stalker.
Yay, Kara. I've known Kara for many years.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here again.
Yes, thank you. All right, so you want to jump over to the slides and get this party started, as we say in Boston?
Well, you know what? Should we do the official introduction? Are we being recorded right now already?
We're being recorded. It's live. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to start it or you want me to?
I'll just start by saying hello and thank you very much for being here, and thank you, Felicia, for being here as well. We have lots of cool stuff to go over, and that's it. I'll switch to slides, and then you can kind of take it from there for the first few slides.
Okay.
Anyway.
Awesome.
So let me share my screen.
All right. So for those of you who are here who did not see the email that I sent out earlier today, when my little girl was 18 months old, now that same little girl is about to turn 13 this summer.
Wow.
But when she was 18 months old, she had a very favorite movie. It was Finding Nemo. And we would watch the whole movie all the way through. She had a very long attention span for a young child. She could watch the whole movie all the way through. And then she would make me watch all the credits all the way through to the end because, of course, the Disney Pixar people, they show all kinds of, fun stuff happening, right? The fish are swimming around among the titles as they're going up. So she would watch it all the way through to the end. She'd be staring at it, and the FBI thing would go, and then the screen would go kind of dark, and then you'd hear like the end of it was a VHS tape. You hear the end of the tape, and she'd sit there for a second after the end of the tape, and then she'd look up at me and she'd go, again. Because she wanted to hear it again, and she wanted to watch the show again.
90 minutes?
That's what, and I was be like, no, we're not watching that again, baby. No. But the good news is, guess what? Lou and I are here again. We're going to do, this is different because it's not an actual replay of a video. It's still the same, of the show. It's the same information, but we're here live because we figured, hey, let's just do it live and engage with everybody and the content, everything like that. So if you were here at our webinar last week, this is the same information. I'm just wearing a different color shirt.
Me too, because it's hot out.
Yeah, it's hot out. It's a different day. So what we're here talking about is the results of our 30-day storytelling on video challenge that we did in April.
Right.
And how you can do your own.
Exactly. So you want me to do these lovely stats?
Yeah, you go for it.
For all of us. I'm amazed that somebody always said, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, what's a video worth? Well, somebody actually figured it out, and it's 1.8 million words or 3,600 web pages. So you can do a lot with a short video. 75% of executives watch work-related videos when they're not on Facebook and Twitter, at least once a week. 50% are watching on YouTube, and 65% visit a website after viewing a video. I see more and more magical, crazy, astronomical stats every day that basically just says, this is the future and this is the way that the internet is moving. And if you're here, you're smart, because we're going to teach you some things about doing more video.
Yes.
So, once upon a time, Felicia, when was this? Well, that was not that long ago.
This was in March at an event where Lou and I were both speaking, and I was listening to a keynote speaker, and he was talking about storytelling. And in that moment, as he was talking, I got this aha moment, right? Like, oh my gosh. And so I jumped up and I looked around. I was looking like, where's Lou? Where's Lou? And I found Lou in the room, and I kind of like in the middle of this guy's speech, but I ducked and I was quiet about it. So I ran over quietly, ducking, and said, Lou, I know what our next project together is going to be. And he was like, well, hello, Felicia. And okay, I guess. And it was, I wanted to tell stories on video, and I wanted to see what kind of results we would get. So that's kind of how it started. And Lou, you said, hey, why not, right?
Yeah. So how could I? Felicia's a force of nature, so don't bother saying no to her anyway. So, and whoops, and it's not the first time that we've done stuff together, as far as promotions and joint ventures and cool stuff like that. So yeah, we met. Gosh, I guess it was a while ago, because we have a lot of these crazy photos from way back.
That picture on the bottom right is from 2009.
Wow.
And we actually met before that on Twitter, and we used to, chat back and forth on the Twitters. And that was when people were talking to each other regularly on Twitter. But now we all do it on Facebook, so that's okay.
Yep.
And so we've been to events together where we were both speakers. And last year we ran a speaker video masterclass together. That was our first actual joint venture. And the people who were in that got a lot out of it, and they enjoyed it. And we enjoyed working together. Or I enjoyed working with Lou. I'm going to not speak for him.
Of course.
And so we said, hey, let's keep going. Let's do something else together.
Absolutely. So about me, I've been in the TV business, or was in the TV business, for over 20 years. And I worked at Entertainment Television and Fox in Los Angeles. And I've been doing online video. I realized as I look back at some of my YouTube stuff for 10 years, which is when YouTube came out about 10 years ago. And I've done a lot of video stuff with a lot of cool folks. I like to do the sort of the marketing side of video, because that's my background. And I think we've got some good synergy, because I kind of do the nuts and bolts and the techie stuff. And Felicia is the queen of storytelling.
Yeah, so one of the things that I like to teach people, in fact, I did a private webinar today for another group. I like to teach people, how do you talk? How do you speak on video? I'm a business speaking trainer and coach. And so I love teaching people to speak with all kinds of formats, I should say, different medium. And in fact, about a year and a half ago, I actually won a $16,000 contest, I should say, with a talking head video. Actually, that one where my hands like at the top of my head like that. I shot that. They had a deadline, obviously, as most contests do. And I was at an event speaking, and so I was like, well, all right, I got to film this from this hotel room. So I actually won $16,000 package. That was really cool.
That's awesome.
I've shared the stage with some really cool people. If you're a speaker, you know who Zig Ziglar is. That was an honor. That was an amazing day. And I'm the creator of the Speaking on Video Bootcamp, as well as lots and lots of other things related to speaking. So that's enough about us.
So what are we going to talk about today, Felicia? Storytelling?
Yeah, we're going to talk about like why is the storytelling thing even important? Why do we need to know about it? And why should we be using it, more importantly, to market our businesses? And then why do we choose to do a challenge, which we'll talk about. And then Lou's going to share the results from when he did his challenge, the top 3 most videos. And I'm going to share my results and my top 3 most videos, most viewed videos. And then we're going to share with you how you can do 2 ways, in fact, how you can do your own 30-day video challenge.
Yeah, and some of the cool results we got from doing what we did in April, which was create a video every day for 30 days, which is definitely a challenge, but it worked.
Yep.
So why did we pick storytelling as the video storytelling challenge?
Okay, so storytelling, you can look at the slide on your own. I'm not going to read everything to you, but storytelling, what it does is when someone is hearing and engaging with your story, it actually lights up multiple parts of the brain. Why is that a good thing? Well, it's a good thing because now suddenly there's hormones happening, there's mirroring, as it talks about, happening, which makes someone be more fully engaged with you and your message. That's kind of what it comes down to. And storytelling does that more than any other form of communication, and better than any other form of communication. So storytelling may sound like, oh, it's simplistic, but it's really complex and does some cool stuff, particularly in the marketing world. So
next slide here.
Yeah, that's okay. So if we can consume on an average day 100,500 words, then one of the things you want to do is keep it short, have a great title to grab people's attention. But we're going to talk about lengths of videos and what I was surprised at when we get to our actual video results. This is just from Fast Company from last June. 92% of consumers want brands to make ads, to do marketing that feel like a story. That means most of the people who are going to be buying stuff from you, whether you're a big brand or a little brand, people want to hear your stories. So you should deliver content that is linear and expresses a clear narrative.
And even if there's not a voice in it, because I'm thinking back to the Super Bowl ad with the horse and the dog, and they were reunited, and the whole thing, it was very emotional, and that's animals and no talking, and even that was like a great story.
Yeah, and you remember the Google story, videos where they have the video and they just show someone typing in some words, and then they're typing in other, how do you say hello in French, and then the next thing he's like, how do you say, will you go out on a date with me in French? How much does it cost to fly to Paris? And the next thing he's getting married, and there were no words in that. That's just telling a story.
Cool. Yep.
And we process information 60 times faster in images than we do in just words. So you want to use images. That's why video, you talking on video and sharing images, is a very, very powerful way to build compelling content that people are interested in.
Yes, absolutely. What's this photo all about?
All right. Another reason why storytelling is so powerful is because back before there was even written history, so pre-history, people would sit around the campfire, and this is how the history of a culture was provided to everyone else in the culture. The people who were most respected and most revered were the ones with the longest memories. They were the ones who could tell the stories of the tribe, of that particular civilization. And guess what? This has not changed very much. In fact, if we move on to the next slide, we'll see.
Is that Jimmy Fallon on the right-hand side there with long hair?
It could be, right?
Oh, there's another storytelling slide. Yep.
Right. When the radio was introduced, interestingly, the image isn't very different. Sure, the people are wearing, kind of cool looking clothes from the era, from the 20s and 30s, and they're gathered around this radio set. But again, people are gathered around listening to the stories that are coming through. And we're going to continue to scroll through. And it happened with television as well. People gathered around watching and listening to the stories now. And so in the 50s, we started to see, of course, 50s and 60s, we started to see people watching the stories as well as listening to the stories. And then we're going to hit today, because guess what? It hasn't changed. People are gathering around. I left my device downstairs. They're gathering around their devices, and they're still like, have you done this? Have you said, honey, you got to come here and look at this, to somebody you live with, or, you're going to show the kids, hey, check this out, right? You've done that, Lou. I know you have.
Yeah.
And so this is how we love to consume information, is we love to see stories, and people engage. You see, they're smiling and they're laughing and having a great time.
Absolutely.
All right, so just briefly, everything I just said in bullets, people remember more with a story than with straight facts. That's why I shared the images instead of the bullets first. People actually prefer stories over facts, and stories engage many areas of the brain. And of course, emotion plays an important role in persuasion. When you tell a story, you evoke emotion in people. When you evoke emotion in people, now you're tapping into the reasons why they buy. Stories elicit emotion. And your stories, if there are 100 people teaching video, or 100 people teaching folks how to speak for business, my stories and Lou's stories, they're what make us memorable and unique, and your stories are what's going to make you memorable and unique. Absolutely. And then what's shared more than anything on social media? Stories. They share the short videos. They share, the videos of the dad or the mom coming home from overseas to surprise the kid at a graduation, and you're crying like, oh my gosh, that's an awesome story, right? Like all the stories of the puppy dog who got saved. I mean, I'm just trying to think of the videos.
Yeah, those are the ones that go viral,
Yeah, because we love stories and we want to share them.
Absolutely. So we decided to do a 30-day storytelling on video challenge, and the reason we did 30 days was we are masochists and we wanted to suffer through 30 days. Now, I had to make it really substantial enough to be a challenge and to generate some results, and we wanted to make it doable but still be a real challenge, and we wanted to be able to make sure that we could do it so that others could do it someday as well. And 30-day challenge is a really popular model now. There's all kinds of challenges, blogging challenges, writing challenges, fitness challenges. So it just seemed like the perfect time to do a 30-day challenge. What did we learn in this 30 days in April that we did ours?
So the word challenge, if you look it up in the dictionary, it means probably not easy.
Right.
Because I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for Lou, I would have quit probably on day 6. I actually made videos from, I think, 4 or 5 states while I was doing this challenge.
All over the place.
I was, in just a month. I mean, I was traveling for spring break. I was traveling for work. I mean, there's my husband coming in the middle of my webinar. I was busy with stuff, right? And so, if it wasn't for Lou, I would have totally dumped myself on the challenge. So we learned that challenge is not easy, but if we recorded a few videos at a time, that made it easier. Lou, you did that at the beginning, right? You had that?
I would try and do like 3 or 4 at once, and then that way, if it was a Sunday or whatever and I was going to be really busy, I just wouldn't have to record something. I just put up the one that I recorded previously. So that definitely made it easier. And I also went back into the archives and found videos that were on my hard drive, and maybe they didn't get posted, or maybe they just sort of got lost on YouTube without that many views, and I tried to sort of breathe new life into them. And that's the thing. I mean, you may have videos sitting on your hard drive or on YouTube that you can repurpose or update, and that's the main thing. Is it's easy once you get into the swing of it, and you have more content than you realize. But accountability is really the big thing, because it's the same kind of thing. If I would have gotten lazy and skipped out if I knew that, oh crap, Felicia posted a video today, I got to put mine up too.
You pretty much beat me most days, though. I'm just going to say.
Well, it's because I had it done like most of the time. Like I was a day or 2 ahead of time, and then at the end I got behind, and I had to try and catch up. So what else did we learn, Felicia, during this experiment?
All right. So we also learned what we thought was maybe going to be a hit wasn't always, actually. The length of the video does not matter, which is interesting because usually when we're talking about marketing videos, right, the common knowledge is you want to keep videos between 30 seconds, even less if you can, up to, you know, no more than really 2-3 minutes tops. Is kind of long for a marketing video.
Yep.
But if you're telling a story, I've got some stats that will show you. I told 5-minute stories. That's long in video storytelling land. And some of those were some of my biggest hits. So the length does not matter as much.
Right.
Lou, you learned this one.
Yeah, because I was doing at first. I was doing like a lot of fancy stuff because I figured, oh well, you know, I do video for a living, so I really have to make these look cool and add effects and backgrounds. And by the end, it's like, you know, that didn't really matter. Some of the videos that were just off the cuff to my iPhone were getting way more views than the ones with bells and whistles.
Yeah.
And also momentum is key because once you're kind of into it, you just sort of get going and you know, you say, okay, I've only got 4 days left or whatever, and you just keep plugging away, and suddenly it's over, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe we did 30 videos in 30 days.
And then the cool thing, and you'll see one of my other videos, one of my stats, I forgot to check the stats on that today, but there's carryover after the challenge. People are expecting to see more videos that you do. And so even after the 30 days are over, you get cool stuff. And then tons of new opportunities and things you're not going to be able to anticipate or expect. I know that happened for me. Definitely present themselves.
Yeah, there's a lot of intangible benefits from doing some tangible, some intangible. I mean, I just noticed, you know, I got way more YouTube subscribers, which is something I don't typically pay attention to, but, you know, just people were signing up and people would, I think, I'll get to this a little bit more later, but I was telling Felicia, it's not solely due to this, but during the course of the video challenge, I added 800 people to my mailing list, to my database.
That's huge. And Jeannie asked a question. She said, when you revitalize a video, do you need to re-record it? I did not. I just was like, I do not have time to do this today. I did not, like, Lou doesn't wear a lot of makeup most days.
Most of the time.
I'm just going to say, there was that one time in New York. I'm just saying. So I was like, I do not feel like putting on makeup today, and I don't feel like doing this. I'm out. And so I just went and found an old video, and I just popped it in and said, "Here's my video for the day." Baby. So I didn't. Did you record anything or take any of your old, like, change any of your old stuff?
I didn't re-record them. I just recycled them and put old videos back up.
Yep.
I might have put a quick little new intro on a couple of them, things like that.
Okay, so your top 3 videos.
Yep. Before I get to that, I just want to take a quick look. It's not crucial, but if you have headphones, I think we're getting an echo because my voice is coming through your speaker.
That's not good. All right, so wait, I'll switch.
Somebody said they have a few technical difficulties, and yes, there will be a replay. And I think that's it. Ellen says that Ford ran Mustang commercials during the Blacklist on NBC, and the commercials tied in with the storyline of the Blacklist. That's pretty cool. Advertisers are getting pretty savvy about making stories out of their commercials and tying in their commercials. It's funny because I have, I'm a huge fan of Entourage, the HBO series that's going to be a movie, and Cadillac did like a 15-minute commercial with one of the characters from Entourage about how he got back into, you know, how he got back into Hollywood or whatever. So they're like actually taking the stories off of the big screen and putting them into advertising and mixing it all together, cool stuff like that. So for my most popular 3 videos that I did during the challenge were not what I thought they would be. The first one was actually, or the third one, was actually the first video that I created, and that had a little over 300 views. I recorded on day 1. It was 2 minutes long, and basically what I was saying, I was kind of committing to doing this challenge, and I made it even a little bit trickier because I decided that I would do 30 different types of videos in 30 days. I didn't have a script. I just kind of winged it, and I put my authority bling in the background with my dad's Emmy and stuff like that. And that was the 3rd most popular video that I did over the course of the challenge. Whew. The second one was, I recorded it on day 20, right in the middle of the challenge. This one had 521 views, was about 2 minutes long, and was just music and pictures. It was a video that I did with a software called Stupeflix, and it was just basically a montage video. And I love doing these kinds of videos because they work on several levels. First of all, you're giving a shout out to your friends. Second of all, the people that are in the video, you can then tag them and put it on Facebook. And when that happens, you get like mega engagement. So I'm trying to figure out, aside from the 500 views, I also got all these comments on Facebook. And people really love to see themselves and see themselves in pictures. So I made them the star of the video, put it on Facebook, and got a boatload of engagement and comments from that particular video. And then the #1 video was actually my favorite. The one, it did take a little extra work.
This was my favorite too.
And I did wear makeup, and I put the fake Bada Bing behind me, and basically I did a parody video of those Rob Lowe Don't Be This Me commercials. I did it on day 13.
That was awesome, Lou.
It was
that
under
was
a
so
minute
fun.
long, and I just did this goofy thing. I actually have it. I can probably show it to you from here. And I just decided to do like a little kind of, you know, riff off of that particular ad, the Rob Lowe ads, Don't Be This Me, for, I don't even know if they're for Verizon or Comcast or something. So that was a fun to make, and it was also had the one that had the most views and the most interaction.
That was fun. That was my favorite one that you did.
All right, I'm going to see, because we're in Webinar Jam, I'm going to try and see if the video will actually play. So
Okay.
let me just play it. It's only 49 seconds long, and we'll see if it works. Play. All right, we're back.
That was cool. I love that one. That just makes me laugh every time I see it.
It was fun. It was actually easier than it looked to put together, like doing the split screen and stuff like that.
That's
So yeah, so again, you know, a lot of fun, a lot of engagement, and a lot of views. So tell us about, let me go over my quick little stats first, and then you can tell us about your videos, which pretty much blew mine away, even though I'm supposedly the video guy. I had 4,500 views total. The longest video I did was actually 6 minutes and 18 seconds, because it was a tutorial where I was teaching something. That one had 100 views. The shortest video I did was only 7 seconds, and that had 239 views, but most were between 1 and 2 minutes, and all of them had almost 50 views or more. The least amount of views I got was 48 views on one video, and primarily we uploaded these to Facebook, and we're counting views, you know, from what we got on Facebook. So how about your videos, Felicia?
Okay, so my top 3, my #3 was, I had 737 views, and that was, I haven't checked my dates in a while, but it was 3 minutes. So it was just over 3 minutes. Again, remember, we were like, this isn't one of those got to stick to a minute kind of videos, right? And here's the copy that I wrote. Because I only showed mine on Facebook. I didn't put mine everywhere else. I intended to put them everywhere else, but that's not how it happened. Everything was on Facebook. So these are just the views there. And the copy that I wrote with it on Facebook was Video Challenge Day 3, My Anchor and the Journey of Life. I had a little necklace that had an anchor on it. I told the story about where that came from. And I tagged, of course, our Lou, because he's, you know, he and I are doing this thing together. Jim Edwards is another business partner of mine and he was in the story, as was Lou Edwards.
Captain Lou.
Yeah, so I tagged only those 3 people. So I wasn't like tagging like a crazy person. And so we had 737 views of that one. And then my video #2, this one was huge. This one, I was very surprised at. This is the one that was more than 5 minutes. And the copy, I wrote how I met and connected with a person that can help me land a really big fish. It's all about not having an elevator speech and connecting with another person on a human level. Now, I wrote a book called Kill the Elevator Speech, Stop Selling, Start Connecting. So it's telling a story. It's marketing my book a little bit. And that had 866 views. And that was posted toward the end of the challenge. You'd think by the end of the challenge, people would be like, oh, good gravy, we're hearing from her again. But
And you did this from the road, right?
and this was, yeah, you could see I was in a hotel room here. This was in San Francisco. So that first video, I was traveling. I was actually in a car. And this one, I was in a hotel room. And people just really, they liked it a lot. So
did you record it with your laptop?
Say again, Lou?
Did you record this with your laptop?
Oh no, the only thing I used, I left my phone downstairs, but I did this with my iPhone for pretty much every single video.
Yeah,
so it's all my iPhone.
It's really about the content and not about how you shoot it or where you shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
and then my number one,
yep, wow,
was actually, all right, so this number I just checked while you were talking about yours. I'm at 2915 views to date.
Wow.
2915, are you kidding me? Almost 3,000 people watched this minute and 24-second video about me and my husband and my happy child and my grumpy child. That grumpy one is the one who liked Finding Nemo, by the way. Say we're moving. And so the copy was, here it is, our big family announcement. Now, you didn't have to watch the video to see what the announcement was because I stood us in front of the sign like, hello. The only person I tagged was my husband because my other two aren't old enough to be on Facebook yet. So I only tagged my husband. So again, I wasn't tagging a ton of people. And then we got hundreds of comments, hundreds of likes. It was really like, wow. Unbelievable. And this came on May 8th. The challenge ended on April 30th. And so this was that residual that we were talking about, like 8-9 days afterwards, really. All of a sudden, people are still watching, commenting. And in fact, I had a couple people, I don't even know why, but a couple people shared our family's moving video.
Cool.
Like, okay.
So tell us about your overall statistics.
All right. So my overall stats, during April, I had 8,700 views. That's during April. You add that extra 2,900 on top of that. For that other video, I mean, like I didn't include that 2,900 in the 87. So that's a lot of views. My longest video was 7 minutes and 35 seconds, and that had over 400 views. So again, the length doesn't matter if you're telling a story. Most of my videos were between 2 and 4 minutes. My shortest was just about a minute, and that only had 260 views. And the least amount of views that I had was 134. So even with that, over 100 people, you know, to me, that's some pretty good engagement. Like, wow, there was 100 people who want to watch whatever story that I wanted to tell that day. It was kind of cool.
That is cool. Gary was asking what the tagging does. It doesn't do anything in YouTube, but because we were posting mostly on Facebook, when we tag someone, the video will appear on their timeline as well. And you know, we try and tag judiciously because you don't want to just randomly put a video. But it's, you know, like you were talking about Captain Lou in that video about the anchor, and it just made sense that you mentioned him. Then why not tag him? Yeah, absolutely. So beyond the views themselves, one of the things I decided to do, or this spurred me to do, was a Just Ask Lou video blog series, because I figured as long as I have to do these videos, I might as well start to create a series. So now I have a Just Ask Lou website and a Just Ask Lou video series, and I put out a new video every week where I answer a viewer's question. So I started that now, and it led to a whole different website and stuff. All right, now wait a minute. Before you freak people out, Lou, you don't have to redo a whole, you don't have to do an entire new site. You could do a Just Ask whatever your name is series and just stick it on your blog. Put it on your blog, absolutely. Yep. I did that because I'm just like a lead pages junkie, and I'm always doing new pages. I also, speaking of lead pages, did a template specifically designed for the 30-day challenge, and I can now sell that template and have sold that template in the Lead Pages marketplace. So that was just kind of a nice little extra. Got a lot more buzz, a lot more visibility, a lot more engagement. I was just seeing a lot of new faces and friends on Facebook. As I mentioned earlier, new YouTube subscribers. And I was getting more invitations to be a guest and a speaker at various places just because of that visibility.
Now, I want to talk about this for a second, about the Facebook visibility thing and the engagement on Facebook. Facebook, if you're not familiar, Facebook has this algorithm that the more people who watch your videos, who interact by liking, commenting, and sharing on your stuff, if you have a lot of people liking, commenting, sharing, and watching your things, Facebook says, oh, well, this person, their content, whatever they're putting up here on Facebook, must be more relevant. We're going to show this person more often. So the cool thing about that is you could have a marketing message in your storytelling video, but if people are watching those and sharing them, what does that mean? It means that more people are going to get to see it. So more people who you're connected with get to see your marketing messages. And if you're putting them on your private Facebook page instead of your business, you could do both. But on your private page, Facebook's going to show that more and more. If you put them on your business page, Facebook wants you to pay for the ads, and that's fine. But doing it on your private page gets you a ton more engagement, more people seeing your message, and you don't have to pay for that. So yay,
we didn't buy any ads or do any extra.
No, we didn't buy any ads or anything. Right.
How about beyond beyond just the views for your videos?
All right, so I got 2 offers to do speaking gigs, which is cool because I didn't have to reach out to anybody. I didn't have to say, could I speak, would you mind having me? I didn't have to do any outbound marketing. They just came right to me. That's kind of nice when speaking gigs land in your lap. I landed a new client, $3,000 new client. That was a nice deal. I got invited to participate in a couple of telesummits. I got affiliate JV offers. The cool thing was I got a bunch of private messages and email messages that said things like, I've been enjoying watching your videos. And then like they would say something, on top of that. So I was like top of mind for a lot of people that I could JV with or, affiliate with. And actually one of the things that I didn't even get on the slide was because of my videos, I actually was contacted by an AM radio station in Boston. And the producer of a show for small business owners reached out to me and he said, hey, can we interview you on my radio show? Again, I did not have to reach out and try to get, it's not easy to get media, especially traditional media. And I did not have to do anything. He said, and he's talked about seeing my videos on Facebook and that being a difference. In fact, that's what he wanted to talk to me about. And he said, I want to interview for an 8-minute segment. That 8-minute segment turned into about 30 minutes of me being on the radio with this guy. And in addition to that, they gave me 5 weeks of free advertising. So I got to record a 30-second spot. And they are I think they may still, because we're still in the time. They're still airing that, which hello, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And then at the in the middle of this, I set a goal. I wanted to sell $5,000 in a 7-day period. I actually did $5,200 in just 7 days. And I am attributing that to me having so many videos and so many people seeing me and feeling like, oh, well, yeah, I've been hanging out with Felicia. Yeah, I want to buy her stuff now. So really cool.
Excellent. So tell them about the other comments and stuff like that you got as well.
This one just... oh gosh, it got me. I was like, this moved me because you never know what's going to happen. But if you're telling stories and you're sharing who you are, you get messages like this. Somebody sent me a note, and remember, Lou was pretty much early posting, and I was late posting my videos in the day. And so somebody sent me a note before I got my video posted that day. She said, I didn't get today's video. I'm hanging on every word. You're amazing. Please keep them coming. I need this right now. You've been motivating me to make some changes. I feel like my creativity is coming back. Thank you. And then one more on the next slide. After watching your videos, I felt the courage to go for a new job. WWFD. That's my new acronym. What would Felicia do? Really? So it's just really kind of cool stuff.
Excellent. So we would like to encourage you to try your own 30-day video challenge. How would you do that if you were going to do it on your onesies, on your own, Felicia?
Okay, so there's two ways here. All right, way one is on your own. This is from our experience. Okay, so take your notes right now. Number one, choose a start date. All right, so what date do you want to start on? Number two, decide on a theme. Now, next week we're coming up on June 1st. So if you're thinking you want to do this, June's a good month, okay?
Yep.
Decide on a theme. Do you want to do storytelling? I think storytelling is really powerful, but you don't have to do that. You could do a fitness one. You could do a food one. You could do one around whatever it is that you do. It doesn't matter. But decide on a theme. Okay, so as I said, storytelling, fitness, smoothies. Decide on the type of video you're going to do to tell stories. Mine were almost exclusively, I think all but two were talking head videos where I held out my smartphone, pushed play, and talked. Because I'm a speaker. I teach people speaking on video. Like, that makes sense for me, right? So maybe you're going to do it that way. Maybe you're going to do screen capture. Maybe you're going to do PowerPoint style, whatever you want to do. And then trust us on this. Record a couple in advance, at least 2 to 4 before you start. And don't blow your wad on the first day. Like, don't say, oh, good, day 1 through 4, I'm set. No, save those. You don't know what's going to happen in the next 30 days. There just may be a day where you feel like, you know what, I'm just going to take one of my videos that I have stashed for this. So just record a couple before you start and then save them for real busy days or days where you were thinking like, oh, I want to get outside and shoot this video today because I have this idea and it's raining that day or, whatever, right? So just save those videos. Start and stay committed. And one way to do that is to post all of your videos, post them on Facebook or YouTube or your blog or all of them, and tell people you're doing it so that you'll get messages like I did. I didn't get today's video, that kind of thing. And even if you miss a day, because I think I might have missed a day or so, maybe 2 along the way, like as I was counting my videos, I ended up with like 28 or 29. And I was thinking, how did whatever. Anyway, I missed a day. If you miss a day, don't go, well, that sucked. I'm out now. Just keep going. Just pick up where you left off. If you want to do 2 in a day, I did that once. I was like, I didn't get to 1, so I did 2 one day. And that's it. Just keep up and keep going. So that's how you do it on your own.
Exactly. Or the way that we prefer that you do it,
we want you to do this by better.
So much easier, is to do it with us in the 30-day video challenge. So we did it on our own. Now we're doing it with others and helping others along. And it's, pretty much what it says. You create and upload a new video to YouTube or Facebook every day for 30 days in June, which we show you how to get started and how to keep going. You share the video in our private Facebook group to get constructive feedback and support. You can also put that video on your own website or blog if you want to get more traffic and more visibility. And view and comment on other videos in the Facebook group. And then, as they say in the shampoo commercials, rinse and repeat for 30 days. Yep. So what does this entail, Felicia?
All right. So in addition to you saying, okay, I want to do my videos, you also are going to get content. You're going to get information. And that's kind of, we noticed that there's other people who are doing kind of, video teaching, video challenge kind of stuff. And that's cool. What's different about ours is you get 2 experts in 2 different areas. So you're going to get 2 calls each week. On Tuesday is the content webinar. And on Thursday is a live Q&A portion. And the content's going to alternate between how to tell stories and how to speak on video. That's my part. I'm going to teach you all about storytelling on video. And then Lou's going to teach you his expertise. How do you get the most out of online video marketing? So you kind of got a really cool 1-2 punch with us. So Tuesday every week is content. Thursday every week is live Q&A. If you can't be there at either of them, of course we're recording everything. Everything, we'll put stuff in the Facebook group. We've got everybody who's already in, and hopefully you, if you decide to join us, you'll be on our list of people, and we'll email you with not only tips along the way, but obviously when we're meeting and all those details. We're going to do it all. We decided we're going to do it all right here on Webinar Jam. So since you're used to seeing us this way, this is the way we're going to be. Yeah,
and I think the main thing is it's really about accountability. So we're going to obviously tell you how to determine what stories to tell, what stories not to tell, what to do if you feel like you don't have any stories or you have nothing to say on a particular day. where to find daily inspiration for your stories. I think this was your slide, Felicia, but I decided to read it for you.
That's okay. It's good. You got it.
12 morals of stories people love to hear and how you can match your stories to those morals. How to take storytelling and turn it into sales like Felicia has done.
Cha-ching.
6 keys to effective storytelling on video, and 5 big mistakes when telling stories. So that's kind of the storytelling part of it. And I'm going to do a little bit more of the nuts and bolts stuff, which is how to post your videos to Facebook and YouTube and your own blog, what to write when you post your videos, how to optimize YouTube for maximum views and engagement, little YouTube tricks you can do to get more views, how to repurpose existing content into videos, which is something I love doing, and really how to streamline and simplify the whole process so that it's not as daunting and not as intimidating. And of course, we'll show you or tell you about what mistakes to avoid and how to maintain your video momentum.
So it's all about getting daily support. Hey Lou, where can people go? Is there a pop-in or something where people can click?
Sorry, let me go over and do that while you
all right, so it's at 30-dayvideochallenge.com, and these are just screenshots from the page. So essentially you're getting daily support, motivation, accountability to create really great videos, spread your message. The Facebook group, they're already rocking over there in the Facebook group. I mean, they've already been posting videos and saying hello to each other.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Maybe I can, I'll probably mess this up, but I'm going to switch my screen and try and show you the Facebook group. Okay. If I can. I think I can.
And while you're doing that, actually, one of the other things that we decided we were going to do is because Lou and I had just ourselves, like I had Lou and Lou had Felicia, and this group is already growing. I mean, we've got dozens of people already, right? So what we don't want is we don't want you to feel like, oh, well, nobody's going to miss my video. So what we're going to do is starting very, very early, we're going to have you all pair up with 1 or 2 other people so that you do have that accountability where it'll be like you have your, oh crap, Lou posted it moment. I got to get on the ball for mine. So we're going to do that for you because that kind of accountability really keeps you moving. So this is a Facebook group.
Yeah, we've already got people posting their videos here. There's Georgia and Maria and Stacy, and this is before we've even started yet. And as you can see, a bunch of folks have bravely gone in and posted videos, and this is really a safe environment where you can put your stuff up and get support and constructive criticism, and it's a closed group, so only the people in this group.
And it's not only women. Daryl's is down lower.
Oh,
we have some guys.
Yes, we do. So there's already a bunch of folks in there. We'd love to have even more. Let me stop my screen share here and go back to the slides.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. And that's all on the right-hand side. You'll see.
I still see
if you go into pop-ins. Did you put pop-ins?
I still see Facebook.
Oh, okay. Let me switch back.
There you are.
Here.
Hi.
Hello.
There's you and your green screen.
Okay, now we're back on the big orange slide, and on the right-hand side of your screen, you should see something that says pop-ins, and if you click that, you'll see the offer that says join the new 30-day video challenge, or you can go to 30, maybe you can type in the chat, 30-videochallenge.com. All right, so
the long and short of it is you'll end up with up to 30 new videos that you can easily multi-purpose. We'll show you how to do that. You're going to dramatically increase your online visibility. Your stories are what's going to make you stand out, right? Yep. And these videos, here's what's going to happen. The people who do what you do, who you're friends with, who maybe you don't necessarily view as competition, maybe it's friendly competition, right? Or co-opetition, some people say, but still, like, they're going to see you posting video every day, and they're going to be like, dang it. They're posting again. Like, I got to get my act together, right? Because you're doing it. So you're going to stand out among the crowd. You're going to build momentum. You're going to build buzz for any upcoming products, any upcoming service offerings that you have. It's a way to get more engagement. We talked about why engagement on Facebook is really a powerful thing. This is going to help you populate your YouTube channel. Lou, why is that important?
Because the more videos you have on YouTube, the better SEO you get and the more juice YouTube gives you. YouTube's owned by Google, and more videos means better search engine optimization.
So you're going to get your message out in a more powerful and engaging way.
Yep, and Jeannie has a question. She says, is part of the success due to your previous visibility since she's just starting out? Yeah, I mean, obviously it's all sort of cumulative, but if you have this big campaign, this big push where you're doing, 10, 20, 30 videos in a short amount of time, it's going to be kind of like a, big blitz, a big advertising blitz in a way.
And wait, there's more. So if you remember the number of views, my views versus Lou's views, Lou and I started our businesses about the same time.
Yep.
We have about the same number of subscribers on our list. We have about the same number of friends, fans, followers, yada, yada, right, on social media. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, but I'm pointing it out to Jeannie because I had a ton more views than you did. And that's if you take out that 3,000 people view of Felicia and my family moving, right? So, and by the way, if you do have a life event happening, make a video about that because people love the life events videos. I'm not saying sell your house or have a baby for the challenge, but maybe you want to. I don't know. But because I was telling stories, more people were engaged than had I just been sharing a general tip. Because that's what Lou kind of was doing, was he was like, and here's another kind of video you can do if you're going to tell a story, or if you're going to do do videos to market in your business.
Yep.
And your storytelling, like the one where you talked about the Grammy on your desk. Everybody wanted to know about the Grammy on your desk. A lot of people watched that one too. I wasn't in your top 3, but I know a lot of folks watched it.
It was pretty high up there, yeah. And that's the interesting thing. I mean, I'm supposedly, I've got 600 videos on YouTube, and so 30 more for me wasn't, it was okay. But Felicia really, because she had the momentum and the stories, and you did, very consistently a storytelling thing, and I think that really paid off. Yeah.
So Jeannie, to answer your question, yes, I mean, I've been building a platform since 2006, and telling stories is what got Lou's been building his platform since 2005. So I got way more views because of the stories, and you'll be able to get way more views than somebody else just starting out who's just giving tips, right? So maybe instead of 5 people watching a video, you might get 50 people. Like that would be cool, right? If you got 50 people watching your videos who never heard of you before, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, and what I always say about views, like on YouTube, it's like, you know what? It's not the number of views; it's the people you reach and reaching your target market and your tribe. Because I don't need, like sometimes I have 17-year-old twins, and sometimes they play my videos at school, and their friends all laugh at me. So like, hey, Dad, we watched your video today. I'm like, that does me no good at all. I want my target market to watch videos, not teenagers. So it only takes your target market to watch them to get more clients from that.
Yep.
And if you join the 30-day video challenge, which begins Monday, we also have some fast action bonuses for you, right, Felicia?
Yes. Well, these are regular bonuses, and then we've got another one that we're going to offer in a minute. So speaking on video delivery tips, so I put together some tips about how you can make sure that you are doing what you need to do to just kind of basic speech delivery stuff. And then I'm putting together, we haven't gotten it done yet and sent it out yet, but the list of my approved vendors for getting video intros and outros made quickly and inexpensively. And I've got, this, maybe you're familiar with Fiverr. So I have a list of folks on Fiverr that are the highest rated and most popular, and I'll share with you those so that you can get those little intros and outros done. Lou's got 5 favorite video tools on a 1-sheet, real easy. He'll send that to you.
Yep.
And you've got this video shortcuts course. What's that?
I have a new course on Udemy that's selling for $47. It's a video shortcuts class, and I'll throw that in as a bonus as well. That's
a good bonus.
Oh, so, well, look, we have testimonials.
Oh, Angela's awesome. So Angela's in Canada. Not that that matters. But she took our class that we did last year, and she said, so this is a testimonial for the 2 of us together. And she said, so you all saw, where'd you go, Lou?
Oh, sorry.
There we go. So you all saw the first video she put up. She was talking about in her 5th video. I just wanted to show what a video a day has done to my skill and professional level. I've given myself the challenge of a video a day, and it's paying off. By the end of our time together, that was a 3-week class that we did. Even I'm excited to see where this is headed. Again, thanks for your support. So that's kind of cool. And then Adam Homey gave us this testimony. He said, what I'm liking about the course is how it opens you up to the opportunities and the many ways you can succeed with video marketing. So that's what we're going to be continuing to talk about through this program. So we'd like to invite you to join us.
Yes, it's like a twofer.
It is like a twofer.
Yeah, because now you don't have to take 2 courses, a storytelling course and a video course, because it's going to be all in one. So that's going to save you time and money and give you a lot of benefits, because you get to basically hang with us twice a week through the course of June, where we light a fire under your butt and keep you going and keep you accountable so that you're actually creating videos.
Yes, so the value on this is $499. It's like a $500 value class. You're getting 4 weeks of content, probably even more than that. We've seen some courses, I know I've seen some courses that teach just video for $2,000. I've seen people teaching storytelling for $1,500 a head. Like, really? Wow. So you're getting 8 whole sessions. We're actually going to be bumping up the price very soon on this. It's going to ultimately be $197. But our webinar special is $147.
Yes, and again, if you go to that pop-ins tab on the right-hand side of your screen, you can do it right from there, or you can go to 30-dayvideochallenge.com and get all the bonuses and all the goodies and the best price, because what's tomorrow, Friday? I think tomorrow at midnight we're going to put it up a bit. So now's the time to do that. And
all right, so now here's the fast action bonus. Everybody who joins us before we hang up with the webinar, and we've seen a couple questions come in, and we're going to be here and be happy to take more questions. But everybody who joins us before we're done tonight, depending on where you are, if you're in Australia or New Zealand today, Lou and I are going to critique 3 of your videos. You do not have to post these on Facebook for everybody in the group if you don't want to. These can be just between us. And Lou and I both are going to critique those videos for you. We're going to tell you what's working. We're going to tell you what's not. I'm going to focus on the storytelling and the delivery aspects. Lou's going to focus on the video making aspects, the lighting in the background and the, the things that you've done to it, and help you with maybe figuring out what keywords might work or not work and that kind of thing. So that's a bonus that we're going to do, but you've got to sign up before we say goodbye today.
Yes, which is soon. Or you can also upgrade to the Pro version, which is basically another opportunity to get one-on-one coaching with Felicia and I.
Okay, but wait a second. So we screwed up this slide and we forgot to fix it again. It says $247 in green, but the actual price point on there is $297. So you get both of us. It's like, it's $300. You get us each for $150. Really?
Yep.
So if you go Pro, you get a private coaching call, 1 privately with just Lou, 1 privately with just me. Okay, so you're getting private coaching calls.
Yes.
That's going to help you get unstuck.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to we'll critique even more than just the 3 videos. Okay, that everybody gets a 3-video critique who signs up today before we say goodbye.
Perfect.
But if you upgrade, we're going to critique even more than that for you. And then, of course, you get everything else that's included within the 30-day challenge.
Yep, and all you have to do is go to the bottom of the sales page in that case and use the VIP option. And, oh my gosh, what else do we get? For
I forgot. So in addition to all of that, I have every single Monday, and this is a kind of a good accountability thing, every single Monday, I do something that I call Monday Momentum. And it's a live 30-minute Q&A call where it's only my clients and customers, current and past. They're the only ones that are allowed to come to this. I keep it a very small group on purpose. And you can come, and I'm going to get you 2 full months so you can get through the challenge, and then another month on top of that where you'll get live Q&A calls with me about growing your speaking and your business and to keep your video momentum rolling. And you'll get that as just part of us saying thanks for joining. But that's if you upgrade to VIP now and take action before we hang up.
Exactly. So it is June 1st, Monday, June 1st, this coming Monday. The sessions themselves start on June 2nd because that's the Tuesday. We'll meet every Tuesday and Thursday. All of those are recorded, obviously, so wherever you are, you can listen to the recordings if you can't make them live. Is that your birthday, Tuesday?
It is. Tuesday is my birthday.
Happy
So
birthday.
Thank you. That'll be my birthday gift to myself. I'm going to expect everybody to sing to me on Tuesday. I'm just saying.
And we'll be reading on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, every Tuesday and Thursday in June at 1 Eastern. We know there's not an ideal time for everyone, but everything's going to be recorded and put in a membership area, so you'll have access to all of that. And you'll have 30 videos working for you in 30 days with us. Now, you know, if you don't do 30 videos, you don't get penalized. You know, if you did 28, that's probably 28 more than you have right now, so that's pretty good too.
Yep. All right.
Let's look at questions, and again, I'll put that in the chat in a moment, the 30-dayvideochallenge.com.
Cool.
Or you can go to the sidebar and click on the little offer that you see there.
All right, now I'm just going to keep scrolling down a little bit and see.
Okay.
Ellen talked about, we answered Jeannie's questions. Ellen talked about how Ford ran Mustang commercials during the Blacklist on NBC, and the commercials tied in with the storyline of the Blacklist. Yes, that's become because they're sticking with the story. Thanks for helping, Brennan. Let's see. And then everybody else was just saying hi. So what other questions do you have, guys?
Anything else? And I know there are a couple of common questions that come in. Sometimes people are like, oh, you know, I don't know, do I have to buy any equipment? Do I have to make any investment? As you saw from Felicia's videos, the vast majority of them were done with her, was it an iPhone? Yep,
I use my iPhone. You can use whatever phone you have that's got a video camera on it, you go for it.
Yeah,
if you don't have a phone with a video camera, then use your webcam. Hello, webcam.
Yep, webcam. And we've got, I used mostly my webcam on my Mac, except when I was outside I used my iPhone for those, so you don't have to invest in any equipment. It's really about starting where you are and just doing your best to get videos done and tell stories and keep going. The other question that we get a lot, which is really Felicia can probably address, is I don't know what to say, I don't have any stories.
You'll have so much to say, you won't even know what to pick. You'll have so much to say. And you will know what to pick because I'm going to tell you. But you'll have more than enough fodder through the process that I'll take you through. And, you know, interestingly, if you're paying attention, we start our month on June 1st, but our first session isn't until the 2nd. So your first video is going to be the story about how and why you decided to join this class. So, you know, you've been following Lou forever and watching him do stuff about video, and you never took a class, but all of a sudden you realized, hey, I'm ready to go right now. I'm so excited. And I remember when I was sitting in my living room and I read the email and I thought, okay, I'm in, right? Tell that story of how you decided to join this challenge, and we want to put it out there. Lisa says, do we need to buy a microphone when we use the iPhone? I didn't, Lisa, because here's the thing. Most of my stories, well, I should say, yeah, almost all of them. A couple of them, my husband held the camera, but they were just within arm's length of my face. And so the iPhone camera is great for that.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily need, I'm using a blue Snowball microphone, which is about $60 because I do so much of it, and that's just what I use with my computer. When I use my
iPhone, my Yeti.
Oh yeah, the R2D2 mic. Yes,
my R2D2 Yeti. But I don't use this for my videos. I just use this for webinars because the sound is superior for webinars. For videos, I just whatever camera's in the in the phone. Now, if you want to get fancy, I mean, if you're all getting into this, I would wait at least a week and see how it feels. Like this is great. I'm going to do these forever, or I can't wait for the month to be over and I committed to it, so I'm just going to keep doing them. Okay. And decide before you decide you're going to invest in a microphone for the iPhone. They're not that expensive, but I haven't done it yet. And I mean, I may at some point because I do kind of have the bug now. In June, I'm just gonna do it right along with you. So yeah. Gary wants to know how to ask a private question. I don't know, Gary.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think if you go down to the bottom of that chat box, there's something where you can send chat to everybody or to admins.
So yeah, we're admins.
Yeah, I think that's how you do that.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's other questions here. I know a lot of the questions that are coming up, like in the Facebook group, are really like, well, I don't like the way I look on camera, and most folks are kind of just getting over that and being brave and facing their fears, knowing that it's a very supportive environment and nobody's going to be saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe what Felicia's wearing. So
What do
it's
you mean
really
you
about
don't
the
like my
content.
necklace tonight?
That's nice. But yeah, it's really more about the content, and there are ways, which I'm going to be telling you, to do off-camera videos for those times when you just don't feel like, you know, you don't have your video mojo. So let's see. How about if, Gary, you can email me at vip@lubortone.com if the question thingy isn't working for you. So you can private email me if you like, vip@lubortone.com. And anything else, Felicia? So yeah, you get all the goodies if you sign up with us while we're on the webinar answering questions right now. It starts in a couple days, and honestly, I think because I've seen it with us, and I've seen it already with the people who joined previously, it's just such a good way to get accountable and say, you know what, come hell or high water, I'm going to get videos done and up and posted and get them working for me. And that's the beauty of video is, you know, you can put a video up like Felicia did, and 3 weeks later it's got, you know, almost 3,000 views. So get it working for you and commit to doing it, and we'll give you the accountability and support all along the month of June to make sure that you get tons of video out there and up and working for you.
Yeah, and you know, even if you decide for whatever silly reason you don't want to do it with us, we would be sad. But but I want to encourage you to do this. Just set your mind to it and start to do videos. Yeah, Lou says, but join us. Yeah, absolutely. We want you to join us, and we want you to make videos because that's going to help you. It's going to help you get better. It's going to help build your business. It's going to help build your confidence. You know, that testimonial we saw from Angela on day 1, she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. To day 5, it was only 5 videos in. She was like, wow, I've already improved. I'm already seeing benefits from this. This is great. And she actually ended up becoming a private client of mine after that program. And she was getting results and views and people sending her messages about those videos for weeks and months later. So you will get the same kind of really cool results. In fact, I posted a video in 2009. I still get invited to speak. I still get visits to my website and meeting planners saying, we'd love to talk to you about speaking at our event. We saw this video about speaking and serving and shining. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was from 2009. Are you kidding me? So
I have videos up on, I found out that I was doing ghostwriting several years ago, and somebody called me recently, but I saw this video about you and ghostwriting. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't done that for 5 or 6 years. I gotta find that video and take it down. Yeah.
That's awesome. So these videos will be working for you for years. When we say years to come, we mean it. For years to come, until you decide you want to take them down. So we would love to have you. We'd love to have you join us and join the Facebook group. And just go to 30-dayvideochallenge.com and sign up there. Join us as a VIP or join us as a regular member. And we will see you in the Facebook group and talk to you next Tuesday.
Yeah, I hope you can join us. It's the price is right. At least if you get in the next 24 hours or so, and we start Monday, and we are going to put your feet to the fire, as they say.
We're rocking it out on video. Woo!
Awesome. So feel free to join us. Any questions, email me at vip@lubortone.com. Yes, we will have a replay, and we'll get it up as soon as possible. Thanks again for being here and giving us some of your time, and we appreciate it. Thank you, Felicia.
Thank you, Lou.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.